you were the guy. I mean, one of the main ones, the Protestant Apologists. When did you feel that there were some cracks that you're like, uh-oh, hold on. I felt like I did well against this person, but they did make a few good points. Let me start to sort of research some of these things.
Maybe not. I don't think ever in my online debates, but in conversations with Craig Truglia.
Yeah.
Those were good. Those left some pebbles in my shoe. Specifically, archaeological evidence for intercession of the saints, pre-Nicene archaeological evidence. I had a conversation. Anytime you do debates, you have to have a coherent system. And one of my systems was the claim that devotions that included Mary's sinlessness were not present until Subtuum Presidium, which is 250 AD, with the most, I would frame it like this, with the most lenient scholarship. This is the way I'd frame it in the debate. With the most lenient scholarship. Some scholarship could place it to the 4th century. Some scholarship could place it to the 7th, which isn't true anymore, by the way. Very recent scholarship has knocked off that 7th century date as even a possibility because they found liturgical use in the 4th to 5th century. So that really only leaves the earlier dating, which is the 250 AD dating. But anyway, that was one of my arguments. I'd say, well, this is the earliest prayer that would include her sinlessness in it. So therefore, this is an innovation into the 3rd century.
Mm-hmm.
Craig kind of said, he's like, okay, whatever. Well, let's look at this intercession of the saints, 1st century. I'm like, okay, well, now I kind of got to rework some of my talking points a little bit. So that was one kind of, I guess, crack in the armor. But ultimately, I mean, I'm real stubborn, man. It ultimately had to come down to the Theotokos grabbing me by the scruff of the neck and kind of dragging me into the church. So I think I had a lot of the information because I've done a lot of research. I mean, in order to engage in these types of discussions, you have to know not only your own position, but you have to know the talking points and the position of the opposition as well.
Mm-hmm.
So to be able to engage in dialogues with Roman Catholics and Orthodox, I had to have, a working understanding of the canons of the ecumenical councils, their decrees, a working understanding of how dogma works in each church tradition, what they would define as dogmatic, what feeds into dogma. So I even know how to pick apart at their claims. Archaeological evidence, I had to have a working understanding of. So I don't know. I had a lot of info, but it was just kind of dead. It was there, but it was kind of there as okay, I've got a lot of info on the opposition so I can find cracks in the armor and try to attack from wherever I can. I think it really took crack in the door, a little grace, a little spark of grace, a little crack, the news to open up a little bit for that information to kind of take life and realize, well, wait a minute. Maybe this is the church that Christ established. And then things started to piece together. And it's like, well, you know what? I kind of can't deny this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And then praise God that he hasn't turned me into dust for fighting against the church. That's one of the immediate feelings. And I would get emails that are like, after my announcement video where, I announced my intentions to become Orthodox, I get emails that are like, Cleve, I've been wanting to become Orthodox for a long time, and I was very stressed out. Your videos, really gave me a lot of doubt in my process. So I put it off for a time, and I had attended my Lutheran church or whatever for, the time being. And I was praying to God. Somebody sent this to me in an email. I was praying to God, if only Cleve would become Orthodox, then things would become very clear.